Well, there's only one king of Rio de Janeiro, and you are looking at him, Jose Aldo, making the walk here for yet another big, high-profile UFC fight.
One, if not the greatest featherweight of all time, is Jose Aldo. Not often do I get starstruck, but to watch Aldo make the walk in Rio is truly a one-of-a-lifetime experience. I'm glad I got to do it. He is a star of the highest order. Aldo's title run was something to behold. It was so special.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you watched him, you knew that the fight could end at any moment, and you knew that you were watching one of the most skilled fighters across the board.
And the primary reason most believe he is the best featherweight of all time, 7 successful defenses, to your point, in that first reign as the UFC featherweight. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev finds himself in yet another big spot here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jose Aldo Jr. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man has proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. All right, we will see how Jose Aldo Jr. chooses to proceed, and it looks as though he's going to work off of that jab and low leg kick here early in this one.
I mean, ever since Jose Aldo started boxing with the Brazilian Marines, his hands have just gotten so much better. But he is known for the outside leg kick. It's his calling card, and if you're Jose Aldo, you want to fight behind that.
Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick? Straight right is there.
Those are big strikes.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And now some separation. Oh, Makhachev. Missed with that attempt. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And they separate after exiting the clinch. Makhachev gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there. All right, now they separate.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will...
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
He's got it locked in.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense. Nice.
Aldo gets back up. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurts people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Oh, and mercifully, there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest in that round.
Listen, you got him that round.
So there is the horn, standing ovation from this capacity crowd. Near knockouts by both fighters. Probably the best round we've seen thus far this year.
Oh, man, this is the best round of fighting that I have seen for a very long time. Why did the bell have to stop? Let's just go 10 minutes straight.
Pride rules. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Here we are, early round two.
Oh, nice right hand.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Big power shot there. All right, we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
And now some separation.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Nice jab there by Aldo. And change to go in round two. Nice leg kick there by Aldo. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So we got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition with side mount as he he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Getting the mount here. Great submission defense.
Makhachev's in half guard now.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Takes his back now.
Oh, right into mount. Nice defense.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes in your opponent.
Round 3 next.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath for him. Breathe. All right, let's get him some water. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Countering with the jab here, blocked. Controls the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low, and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again.
Oh, big elbow. I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clutch.
Ooh, nice defense. I thought that punch might get through. Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here. Both fighters throwing heat now. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Spinning back fist. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight. Nice leg kick. Oh.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Aldo's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots.
He's going to guillotine. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient.
In position for a submission attempt here. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
The Von Flue choke looks like it's in. He's got a great...
Oh, how good is that as he gets up?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Get out there, and I want
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. Oh, he is hurting for certain.
Massive shot lands. It's over, John. The fight's done.
All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position. He said, no, we're not done. I'm going to get to a dominant position myself.
Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate.
Well, he's got his back now.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4.
Let's work. You stand you up. You need to work.
In the half guard.
Ground and pound strike there now. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is stunning off the mat.
Let's work, guys.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Makhachev's right back to the full mount here. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Final seconds of round 4. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown. Talk us through the replay.
He got the knockdown. He won the round. He did everything correct. The only thing he didn't do is finish the fight. But if he continues down the path, if he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Aldo gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
He's just being more aggressive.
On that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed me.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. He passed the half guard.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Massive shot from the top. Another strike gets through from the top position.
changing the position.
Makhachev's back in full mount. Working out of the half guard here.
Let's get out of that position.
2 minutes now to go in this one. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Under 1 minute to go, fifth and final round.
That was a slick transition. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Final 10 seconds of the fight.
He passes the half.
All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion, or what?
I do believe he's still champion. But that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so there he is, and still UFC lightweight champion at 155 pounds. That's saying something, right? A murderer's row of contenders, and the #1 contender, no match for the champion tonight.
For a long time, we talked